In today's digital landscape, security and compliance are paramount. Organizations must ensure that their software and systems are secure from vulnerabilities and comply with regulatory standards. This presentation will delve into designing a comprehensive strategy for security and compliance scanning, covering dependency, code, secret, and licensing scanning. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of how to implement these scans effectively within your DevOps pipeline. Security scanning is crucial for identifying vulnerabilities in your software before they can be exploited. It helps in maintaining the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of your systems. Regular security scans can prevent data breaches, financial losses, and damage to your organization's reputation. By integrating security scanning into your DevOps pipeline, you can ensure that security is a continuous process rather than an afterthought. Compliance scanning ensures that your software adheres to regulatory standards and industry best practices. This is essential for avoiding legal penalties and maintaining customer trust. Compliance requirements can vary depending on the industry and region, but common standards include GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS. By implementing compliance scanning, you can automate the process of checking for adherence to these standards, making it easier to stay compliant. Dependency scanning involves checking the third-party libraries and frameworks your software relies on for known vulnerabilities. These dependencies can introduce security risks if not properly managed. Tools like OWASP Dependency Check and Snike can automate this process, alerting you to any vulnerabilities in your dependencies. Regular dependency scanning ensures that you are using secure and up-to-date libraries, reducing the risk of exploitation. To implement dependency scanning, integrate tools like OWASP Dependency Check or Snike into your CI/CD pipeline. These tools will automatically scan your dependencies for known vulnerabilities and provide detailed reports. Ensure that your development team is trained to interpret these reports and take appropriate action, such as updating or replacing vulnerable dependencies. Regularly review and update your dependency scanning tools to keep up with new vulnerabilities. Code scanning involves analyzing your source code for security vulnerabilities and coding errors. This can help identify issues such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and buffer overflows. Tools like SonarQube, Fortify, and Checkmarks can automate code scanning, providing detailed reports on potential vulnerabilities. By integrating code scanning into your development process, you can catch and fix issues early, reducing the risk of security breaches. To implement code scanning, integrate tools like SonarQube, Fortify, or Checkmarks into your CI/CD pipeline. These tools will automatically scan your code for vulnerabilities and provide detailed reports. Ensure that your development team is trained to interpret these reports and take appropriate action, such as refactoring code or implementing security best practices. Regularly review and update your code scanning tools to keep up with new vulnerabilities and coding standards. Secret scanning involves checking your codebase for hard-coded secrets, such as API keys, passwords, and tokens. These secrets can be exploited by attackers if exposed. Tools like GitGuardian and TruffleHog can automate secret scanning, alerting you to any exposed secrets in your codebase. By implementing secret scanning, you can ensure that sensitive information is not inadvertently exposed, reducing the risk of security breaches. To implement secret scanning, integrate tools like GitGuardian or TruffleHog into your CI/CD pipeline. These tools will automatically scan your codebase for exposed secrets and provide detailed reports. Ensure that your development team is trained to interpret these reports and take appropriate action, such as removing hard-coded secrets and using secure storage solutions. Regularly review and update your secret scanning tools to keep up with new vulnerabilities and best practices. Licensing scanning involves checking your software and its dependencies for compliance with open-source licenses. This is important to avoid legal issues and ensure that you are adhering to the terms of use for third-party libraries. Tools like FOSSA and WhiteSource can automate licensing scanning, providing detailed reports on license compliance. By implementing licensing scanning, you can ensure that your software is legally compliant and avoid potential legal penalties. To implement licensing scanning, integrate tools like FOSSA or WhiteSource into your CI/CD pipeline. These tools will automatically scan your software and its dependencies for license compliance and provide detailed reports. Ensure that your development team is trained to interpret these reports and take appropriate action, such as replacing non-compliant libraries or obtaining proper licenses. Regularly review and update your licensing scanning tools to keep up with new licenses and compliance requirements. Integrating security and compliance scanning into your DevOps pipeline ensures that these checks are performed continuously throughout the development lifecycle. Use tools like Jenkins, Azure DevOps, or GitLab CI/CD to automate the scanning process. Ensure that your development team is trained to interpret the scan reports and take appropriate action. By making security and compliance scanning a part of your DevOps culture, you can ensure that your software is secure and compliant from the ground up. Training and awareness are crucial for the successful implementation of security and compliance scanning. Ensure that your development team is well versed in the tools and techniques used for scanning. Conduct regular training sessions and workshops to keep the team updated on the latest security threats and compliance requirements. Foster a culture of security and compliance within your organization, encouraging team members to prioritize these aspects in their daily work. Monitoring and reporting are essential for maintaining the effectiveness of your security and compliance scanning strategy. Use dashboards and reporting tools to track the results of your scans and identify trends or recurring issues. Regularly review these reports with your development team and take corrective action as needed. By continuously monitoring and reporting on your scanning efforts, you can ensure that your software remains secure and compliant over time. Continuous improvement is key to maintaining an effective security and compliance scanning strategy. Regularly review and update your scanning tools and processes to keep up with new vulnerabilities, threats, and compliance requirements. Solicit feedback from your development team and stakeholders to identify areas for improvement. By continuously refining your strategy, you can ensure that your security and compliance efforts remain effective and up to date. In conclusion, designing a comprehensive strategy for security and compliance scanning is essential for maintaining the security and integrity of your software. By implementing dependency, code, secret, and licensing scanning, you can identify and mitigate vulnerabilities and ensure compliance with regulatory standards. Integrate these scans into your DevOps pipeline, train your team, and continuously monitor and improve your efforts. By doing so, you can create a robust security and compliance framework that protects your organization and its customers.